My name is Robert Griffith. We're at the Burleson Public Library. This interview is being given by the Veterans History Project and the Burleson Heritage Foundation. Today is Wednesday, April the 30th, 2008. I'm here with Karla Jean Dorman Vidra. Did I get that right? Vidra. Okay. And let's see, you were born on June 26, 1959. You served in the U.S. Air Force. And would you like to go ahead and just tell a little bit about yourself, or would you like to introduce yourself? Or?
Well, my name is Karla Dorman, as Mr. Griffith alluded to, and this is my twin sister, Karen Vidra. I live with her, or she lives with me, both ways. Anyway, I am the daughter of, the sister of, the cousin of, and nieces of veterans. My dad was in the United States Air Force. My brother was in the United States Air Force. My dad's brothers were in the Army Air Corps, regular Army, and Navy. My one uncle, Andrew C. Vidra, was a POW from Bataan, survivor of that. He passed away several years back. He is a hero in my eyes, all of the military. So there's a very strong military presence in our family, and I joined because of that, and also because I wanted to travel. And at the time I joined, there were no jobs available. So I joined the United States Air Force in 1983.
Well, where were you born?
Mansfield, Ohio.
What was Mansfield like?
It was a small city at that time. Actually, we lived in Ontario, Ohio, which was west of Mansfield. It was just a regular, quiet neighborhood. Everybody knew everybody. You could leave your house and your car was unlocked. You didn't worry about crime. Everybody took care of their neighbors, checked on everybody. It was just a very nice time to grow up. I miss that.
What was your education like?
Well, I went through a high school. I went to Bedford Elementary and then junior high school at Ontario Junior High, and then Ontario Senior High School in Ohio. Graduated in 1978, and I have one semester of college. Not a whole lot, but something.
Well, what got you into the Air Force? You mentioned a lot of relatives served. What kind of stories did you hear growing up that inspired you into the service?
Well, I wanted to know more about my uncle Andrew's service and his subsequent imprisonment as a prisoner of war during the Bataan Death March, but he would never talk about it. I regret not hearing that and seeing what he went through, but I went to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio, and they have an Air Force museum there, and he has some artifacts. Like he had a diary, he had clothes made from a blanket, and that was very impressive to me that that wasn't found. He would have been killed if they had found that on him. And my dad's stories of when he was in the service. And he was in Japan. He was at Osaka and Hokkaido, Japan. Lived there for 3 years. He was also in Korea. He was in during the Korean War. And I remember the funny stories he told about his sledding and his roller skating adventures, and he'd celebrate getting promoted and go out and have a good time and get busted to buck-ass private. So I remember the funny stories he told. And, that's about it.
So how did you get in?
Well, like I said, I wanted to travel, and there were no jobs. So on my dream sheet, they ask you where you want to go, the first 5 places. So on mine, I had Alaska, Japan, Alaska, and I went Lackland, Carswell, Lackland, Carswell, Lackland, Carswell. I never left Texas. So here I am in Texas still, all this time later.
What kind of training did you go through?
I went through OJT, on the job training, because I had already gone through vocational school in Ohio for medical dental assisting. And since I already had that training, I just went OJT, and I was sent to Carswell, and I was at Carswell.
What was being at Carswell like back then?
It was Strategic Air Command. We called it Stuck at Carswell because it seemed like if you got stationed at Carswell, you didn't leave. I liked Carswell. I loved the people I worked with.